Let's work on an exploratory data analysis together in SQL. Today we're going to work with this data set from Kaggle, which contains data on social media versus productivity. I've already loaded my data set into a Postgres database. We'll start by taking a quick look at the columns that we have, and we see that we have information on the person, their social media habits, and their stress and productivity levels. For data cleaning, I'm going to do a quick and dirty method by just dropping out any rows with missing data, but comment below if you want to see a more in-depth data cleaning tutorial. Okay, now we're going to get into exploring the data. For EDAs, I like to focus on distributions and finding relationships in the data. For distributions, I did this already for all the columns, but for example here, we're looking at total time spent on social media per day. We're going to visualize the output of this with a bar chart, and we could highlight the finding that 50% of people spend over 3 hours on social media each day. Next, we're going to look at pairwise relationships. Over here, we can see that we're looking at the relationship between perceived productivity and job satisfaction. The relationship is really clear, right? We bucket our users into how productive they see themselves to be, and we can see that the higher that perceived productivity, the more likely they are to be satisfied with their jobs. Of course, this is correlation, not causation. And when we're doing this analysis, we're also uncovering a lot of non-relationships, which in itself is an important finding. For example, if we look at whether using focus apps actually helps with productivity, we find that that's not true. There's no change in productivity when people use focus apps. And that's it. Comment below if you'd like to see more of these kinds of videos.